I'm the last one living of my crew. 10 of us on a plane. I'm the last one. Bombardier was killed. Navigator was killed. Yes. Yeah. Well, my name is William L. Lewis, Billy for short. I live on Dial Street in Baxter, Georgia. The Japanese were giving us hell in the Pacific, and Europe was warming up. We knew we were going to have to go when we got 18. So I told my mother and dad to sign for me. I went to Fort Stewart to talk to them over there, and I said, I want to fly. Wow. We went to Biloxi, Mississippi, and had a lot of Yankee boys. They were scared to death of the woods. And we used to catch spreading out our snakes in the, not ours, put them in the foot of their bed. We did some, you had to do something to keep them going crazy. Well, the way it's going is the job is to be near that window where that machine gun is. And we all rode in the radio room until we got across the channel. And then we could look out for Germans. Then you get up from there, go to your waist gun, and wait. Hold your breath. Where they're going to come from. There's a lot of blood, a lot of harrowing stories every day when you went out to fly. You ask yourself, is this my day to die? We'd all get around the back door of the airplane and hold hands and make a circle. Each one would have a few words of prayer. Ask God to let us live. When we get through with that, climb aboard and sit and wait for the right flare to go and start engines and on the way. Because the whole time you're waiting to go across that channel and meet them, you were praying, God, don't let it be today. I'm not a master of English language enough to express the feeling of in the next few minutes you're going to be dead. We require 25. But then they raised it to 35. We had lost so many crews, they couldn't let us go home. Had to keep going. The name of our airplane was the Lone Angel. When we came back, we tried several times to go in, but we get shot up, come back. Get the airplane all fixed, go in, come back. We never could get past that line that would count as a mission. So we got back off of mission try one day, and the ground crew said, we've named your airplane. Y'all couldn't name it. The name of your airplane is the Lone Angel. how did y'all get that? Says, as many times y'all brought this airplane back or it's brought you back, shot all to hell. It's got to be an angel hiding in there somewhere. I think that they talk about kind of worst mess we got into on one mission. They shot out our electrical system. It didn't work. Pilot called me, Lewis, get in the bomb base and get ready to drop the bombs manually. They had they were electrical drop switches, but they were shot out. But they also had a manual. You could reach around those racks and you could drop them. Told me to get in the waist and be ready to drop them. And that's what I did. Stood out there and waited. A man asked me one time, what were you doing? I said, I was on my knees, and my buddy on the other side of the airplane, he was on his knees, and we were praying. It's an awful way to live. I often think of this infant soldiers, like those boys at Bastogne, what they lived through. Ours was bad, but those poor boys at Bastogne, unreal, unreal. If our so-called leaders, some of these congressmen or senators who vote to go to war, be sure their son goes too. Be sure their son goes. There'd be less wars. I had made it to the railroad station. I had my right leg had a bullet hole through it. Luckily, didn't get the bone, the main artery. I backed up against a fence. I knew the Germans would get me, or the underground people. And all of a sudden, this nice looking lady in a long leather jacket, she walked up. She said, "You're American?" I said, "Yes, sir." "Are you hurt?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Don't move, stay here. I'll go get my husband." She came back with her husband. Yes, we talked. Said, "We won't move you now. The Germans will be coming by here." They moved me to a basement. And it was the afternoon. It was the Germans' headquarters. We were in the basement, they were up high. It's not a very nice way to live, because they mean to kill you. If a German soldier calls you German, they'd take you prisoner. If the Gestapo found you, they'd kill you. Anyway, Nightmares never go away. I wonder whatever happened to them. Their next door neighbor also, the Germans found a flyer hiding in their house. They took the family out in the front yard, children and all, killed them. Gestapo. Walk in and rode on a wagon load of straw. They got me under the straw. I think primarily it helped you was to move at night and then be on near a farm and you could see a barn, haystack, something. You take a chance. Or the underground people, they come pick you up and so forth and start moving you. And they get you moved through that chain they had. They'd get you back to the English Channel. They'd either send a submarine to get you, or they'd go over there with a fishing boat, something like that. And they knew what was going on both sides of the channel. And that way they'd get you picked up. Send you to Ireland, week, 2 weeks rest. Then you go back to the war, start again. We could fly back home, take a ship. I told them I wasn't going to fly anymore. So I got on a ship at night. The damn submarines were still out there. Then it was zigzag, dodging submarines. Hell of a no go through a war and the damn ship sink you, kill you. But we managed to get out. I spent over a year in hospitals. I came home. Daddy had saved some gasoline. I rode a lot, just by myself. Just rode, trying to run from it. But it would always catch up. Then I met Betty. And I think that she played a big part of helping me to try to find myself. I know it wasn't. I'm real careful not to try to never hurt her. She went through enough trying to get me normal. This is what is known as an A2 jacket. This is a very good jacket. This is a sheepskin. I think that's right. It's a sheepskin. It's soft. And this is not was a hoop going high altitude. You freeze to death. But down low, where you had to move around a heck of a lot, so forth, it's soft, and you can go through the airplane in a hurry. And that's how it is. So, but it's aging, it's aging well, but it was very popular because you can maneuver, and you didn't. If you wanted to be prepared, if that light goes off and says bail out, You want to be able to get up, get off, and get on what you got to do. Those bombs on the back, each one counts as a mission. If you had 5 missions, then there's always an artist with oil paint. And every base had an artist, and they'd paint 5 more bombs in a row back there. So it carried a list of how many missions you flew on the back of your jacket. And the name down at the bottom is about worn off. There was a swastika and flames coming up off of it. Before mine got wearing so bad, I used to wear sometimes Savannah, so I had to quit or go to Macon because you couldn't do anything because people touched you on the back. Can I touch that jacket? Can I touch that jacket? Yeah, you can touch it. So you see, I don't get in a crowd of people. I don't go to football games. I don't go where I just don't put myself in a position. Before I married her, I told her what you're getting into now burns into your brain. It never goes away. My prayers at night, I ask God to don't let me dream. Don't let me dream. Because it is so much a part of it that you can't get away from it. War is hell. Just hope and pray you never have to mess with it. It's a living hell. Every American needs to wake up and realize how fortunate we are. So many boys died in the last war. And thank God we still live in a free country. Anybody that tries to change it,